Today I want to talk about a question that might seem a little simple and obvious on its face, which is what packages should I require in my project's composer.json file? And this might just seem obvious, like, well, I would require the packages I'm using. But it's not quite that simple, because when we're using like Laravel, for example, or really any package, those things that we import, like the Laravel framework, have their own dependencies. So I'm looking at a project's composer.json file. If I tab over to the Laravel composer.json file, you see there's a lot more stuff being brought in. So when I have dependencies of dependencies, it opens up this kind of gray area where we can make a mistake in either direction that I want to talk about today. So we'll talk about the two problems that I have seen on projects that I've joined relating to this issue. So the first is including something in my composer.json that I'm not directly using. So I was on a project where I saw the Symfony's HTTP client was being installed but not really used. And the reason that was a problem is because that dependency was also a dev dependency of Laravel, the framework. So by me including it, or not me, but by whoever set that up in the project as a dependency of the project, now when you try to update Laravel to the next version, it might not be able to, or it might update but not bring forward its dependency. And so at some point in the future, you're not going to get maybe bug fixes or security updates to that shared dependency, or you might get yourself in a situation where you just can't compose or update because there's a lock between those two, there's a conflict between those two different things. So that's problem number one. Don't include something you don't need, especially if it's a shared dependency of one of your packages. The second problem that I see is really the reverse of that. And this one I want to show, demonstrate as well, which is not including something that you are directly using. So let's take this League Common Mark package as an example. Now I have properly installed it in my project, even though it is in Laravel's dependency, because Laravel uses this for mailables and other types of notifications to render Markdown into HTML. But in my project, I have a Blade component where I'm importing out of that League Common Mark namespace. I'm using those classes directly in my project. Now, if I was just using Laravel's functionality and just using mailables and notifications, I shouldn't install it. But in this case, I'm importing that namespace. I'm using it directly. If I don't do this, so let's just show something here. If I compose or remove that, we'll see Composer tells me something that it's like, hey, removal failed. It's still present, but notice it's not in my composer.json anymore. And the reason it gives is that, well, another package is using it. But if I run my tests right now, my tests still pass. So I haven't broken my code by removing that composer dependency, but I've now set myself up for a problem. What if Laravel decides, oh, it's time to go to version 3 of League Common Mark? Because I haven't pinned it in my dependency, it could roll forward and break my code. So a simple rule of thumb is if you are importing that namespace, even if the package is already installed because it's a dependency of a dependency, pin it in your project so that you own it now. You're taking responsibility. And the flip side of that, don't include it if you're not using it, because now you're needlessly pinning it and you're causing future problems. So both of these things won't bite you in the moment, but they will bite you when it comes time to do a composer update and you're not getting the results you want.